Dan, and we're going to our final member, I believe. Sure. I don't see anything on the other side. Oh, the next one is Representative Jodey Arrington.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I must say I've come to this subcommittee hearing deeply troubled, very disappointed that instead of dealing with the problem that seniors and the safety net that they depend on and really address the problem of the sustainability of this much needed and critical program and this earned benefit, we are propagating, and I say we, my colleagues seem to be parroting pure campaign fodder, because this is the narrative right now in the Biden-Harris campaign, that somehow the president wants to do away with Social Security, or that by deferring or reducing, cutting payroll taxes, that somehow that is going to cut into the trust fund or imperil Social Security in any way. That is so patently false. That is so grossly misleading that I can't believe that in a time of crisis, when our seniors are already anxious-ridden, they are already in a posture of so much fear. I mean, think about it. Of the 200,000 some odd folks who have passed by the disease COVID-19, over 80% are 65 and older. They're watching the cities that were once great American cities burned by the leftist mob. They're seeing the level of contentiousness and animosity burn in the people's house, and the dysfunction of being able to come together to actually work to support and provide much needed help for our fellow Americans. While they're in this very fragile state, mentally and emotionally, we're going to come here to push out more Biden-Harris campaign material and make Social Security a political football. It is beneath this committee to have this hearing and to suggest the president is going to cut Social Security. The Biden campaign put out a commercial, and even the Washington Post gave him 4 Pinocchios for doing that. I'm going to put it up here for everybody to see. And then in the article that the Post wrote, the ad refers to Trump's planned, quote, planned cuts. But the author of the article said, but there are no planned cuts. The ad asserts, he goes on to say, the ad asserts that if, quote, Trump gets his way, benefits will run out. But actually, the author of this article says, the letter says if the transfers would be made from general funds, so no benefits would run out. I mean, why are we preying on our seniors right now? Like, come on, guys, this is the worst time to play this sort of political game and score the cheapest of political points. So I look, the chairman is sincere about wanting to work together to solve Social Security, and he knows better than to allow this. I think this is a mistake. I think this is going to be one that, unfortunately, because I trust his intentions. I believe he wants to work with Republicans and really go, roll up our sleeves and solve the problems. But this is bad. This is a bad decision here. Listen, the chairman himself said at a hearing in March, he said, I'll give the president credit here. He stood on the stage with 16 other Republicans, and he pledged not to cut Social Security. He understands the importance of it, too. He said again at another hearing in April, he commended the president and his dedication to Social Security by saying, quote, let me start by complimenting the president of the United States. The president, I think, he goes on to say, both in his book and also when it really mattered, when there was a bright light during the course of the debate that was shined on the issue of Social Security, when pressed to say whether it was an entitlement, President Trump resisted. He said, no, it's an earned benefit. And in fact, he said in his book, it is the deal that we made and a commitment we made to our seniors, and I intend to keep it. Now, that's an honest broker who is just stating the facts that this president is committed, and that we Republicans on this subcommittee ought to be equally committed to to meet our colleagues, halfway, so to speak, to try to solve this problem. I commended our chairman for putting forth legislation. I think that is a credible way to lead, even if I disagree with it, because he's got something on the table. But this hearing is if it were a waste of time, I would suffer through it and keep my mouth closed and not, disparage my colleagues. But it's predatory. It's predatory. And we're scaring and adding greater anxiety and fear to our seniors at a time when it's unconscionable to do so. So very disappointed, Mr. Chairman. Janice Dean, thank you for coming, and to all the witnesses, but especially Janice, for your loss. Our hearts go out to you. It's real. I can't imagine what you've gone through, and so many Americans as they've been affected by the pandemic. So God bless you. Thanks for being here. And again, for everybody, their contributions. But this is not my best day and my proudest day to be a member of the United States Congress in this subcommittee, because we should be doing the people's business, and we should be working together on it. We can debate, we can disagree. Let's not take advantage of our seniors any more than they're already being taken advantage of every day in politics on all sides. Thank you for letting me speak my mind and my heart today, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.